Hi everyone, Mark Holloway, CEO of Meridian Medical Staffing. Today I'm going to give you secret number 3 as to why we're the fastest travel nursing company 3 years running, fastest growing. And that is, it's about our overtime. I want to use the exact same example I've used in the first 2 videos of these offers that you guys are signing because they're so rampant in our industry, it's become a new standard. And that is where they're paying you a lump sum of like $20 an hour, and then they're giving you, just for your meals and incidentals, another $540 a week, which I've done the math. This happens to equal $15 an hour. If you take 540 divided by 36, it's $15 an hour. Now, many of you are signing contracts that this is higher because they're throwing housing in. Forget about that for right now because it's a moot point. Let's just talk about your base hourly compensation. If you do the math, and I urge you to, divide this tax-free amount by 36 hours to get your $1 an hour. This assignment, and we would, is a $35 an hour position, full compensation, 20 plus 15. What many of you are signing is contracts that don't say anything about overtime. What they do say is that this is a fixed number, it's not going to change. So many of you don't realize, until you actually work overtime, that they're going to pay you time and a half of $20 an hour. Or actually, they're only going to pay you $30 an hour, which is less than what your base compensation is for your first hours 0 through 40 in general. Yet what's weird is that we actually, as agencies, get to bill $8 to $10 more an hour for that overtime. So our fixed costs are already been covered, but we're billing a little bit more, which allows us to pay you more than this plus your taxes. So that's one example. Some examples I've seen more recently is where they actually are blatant enough to say, hey, we're paying you $20 an hour plus $540, and we're going to give you $50 an hour for your overtime. Wow. Well, if you're smart and you have talked to a recruiter here at Meridian Medical Staffing and you've armed yourself, you'll realize that you're actually making less, because 35 times time and a half is $52.50 an hour. This is what our nurses make for every hour over 40. Forget about what they make from 0 to 36. And of course, watch the previous video that talks about what we pay between 36 and 40. Many are walking away from $2.50 an hour. A lot of you are walking away from $22.50 an hour. No wonder our nurses that have, before they work for us, have said, I never worked overtime until I came to work for Meridian Medical Staffing, because why would you when you're giving that company $22.50 an hour? If you do the math on that, that's $180 just on the 8 hours of overtime. Forget about the first 4 that are hours 36 to 40. But for overtime alone, those final 8 hours of that fourth shift of a 12-hour shift, you're walking away from $180. If you were lucky enough, and you just did the math again, I know most of you wouldn't work 48 hours every single week, but if you did, you're talking about $9,360 a year just on the overtime alone. If you haven't watched the first 2 videos your recruiter sent you, go back and watch them. These are the 3 reasons why more and more people are coming to our company, because this is the way travel nursing used to pay, and it's the way that we still pay it. More and more companies are figuring out ways to get you and to keep your money and not pay it. Secret number 3, no wonder we're the fastest travel nursing company, growing travel nursing company 3 years running. I appreciate your time today. Thanks so much.